What's up, you guys? So, I'm getting on here kind of late and I don't have much time. I'm actually not going to be on here long today, but I wanted to still get on and stick to my commitment of going live every single day. Um, yeah, I think what I'll do is just answer as many questions as I can in the amount of time that I do have. And in the meantime, while those are rolling in, I think I'm gonna just kind of explain not the day to day, but like kind of like the trajectory of what your day looks like working in tech sales. Um, just kind of like how your day is set up, and then if you guys, have any specific questions about, um, yeah, just about that, then go ahead and put it in the chat and let me know. So let me hold this right. Okay. So, working in tech sales as a business development representative, sales development representative, your job is to sell your company's technology to other businesses. And so, the way your day is set up, you're basically, well, for one, you create your own schedule for the most part. The only time you don't create your own schedule is when you have like a team meeting or, a one-on-one with your manager, because those are already on your calendar. Like, that's something that you can't move around, you know what I mean? Because it involves other team members and your manager and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't have anything like that on your schedule, then you're making your own schedule. So you're working from home, you're making your own schedule, and basically what you'll do is, if you're familiar with like Google Calendar and creating like, what do you call them, time blocks, you'll basically be like, okay, from, let's say your shift starts at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll be like, okay, from 9 to 10, I'm going to be doing maybe prospecting or your like research. So what that means is you're basically researching other companies that would be the best fit for the solution that your company's technology provides for. So you'll learn what that is. Your company will have the ICP, which is the ideal customer profile, and all the characteristics for what that looks like. So another word for ICP is basically, like, I think what more people are familiar with is like your target market or your target audience. It's like, who are we trying to reach out to? Who is actually the perfect ideal customer that we're trying to sell to, if that makes sense. So you're researching that. That's what you're doing. And somebody asked me, I think yesterday on my live, I think it was yesterday, they were just like, oh, do you have to like look up your own or do your own research and your own prospecting, or does the company actually provide some kind of pool of people already and you just have to start reaching out to those people? And my answer was, it's a blend of both. Like, and depending on what company you're at, but for the most part you are doing your own prospecting. But I've also experienced where there's already a team in place, and yeah, they are doing the research for you, and you're just pulling from that pool of people and you're reaching out to them. But yeah, so let's get back to that. Like, on your Google Calendar, you're like, okay, I think I want to do prospecting, and you can make that decision like depending on your personality. Like, do you want to set up your day where you're like, when I wake up in the morning, I want to immediately hop on the phones and start doing cold calls while I drink my coffee? It's like, you can choose to do that. If you do that, that means you're going to set your schedule up to where you set it for cold calls from 8 to 9 a.m. because you're like, I want to knock that out first thing in the morning or whatever. Or maybe you want to do your research in the morning where you're like, I'm not trying to interact with nobody that early. I'm trying to, what they say, holding a mic is crazy. Yeah, sometimes I attach it to me. Sometimes I just hold it. And it depends on what shirt I'm wearing too, because the way my shirt is, it's like real high up on my neck. I just feel like it look weird. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. But yeah, so you can decide what you want to do. So anyways, let's say you do that. So you'll basically be researching these companies, and then once you find a company that's like, okay, they look like they could probably benefit, from the technology that we sell, and the company you work for will let you know what that looks like. So you don't, I can't really even give an example, like, because every company's, product is different, but you'll know once you're working there. So let's say you reach out, or not reach out, you find these companies, and now you're building like a company list. You're building a list, and you're entering, this list is in the CRM. So the CRM is the customer relationship management. It's a software that everybody in the company has access to, and it's basically like a big, huge program software that houses all of the contacts and contact information, like all the businesses that you or anybody else at your company has ever interacted with. It's just housing all that information. And so you basically, when you find these new companies, you're entering them into that. And then once you do that, then what you want to do is you're going to end up transferring those people that you want to reach out to over to the sales engagement software. And so you'll learn what that is as well, like what sales engagement software is. And so that's basically a software that allows you to engage with the people that you want to reach out to. So the different perks and benefits of sales engagement software is like, it has automation where you can like set it to where it can send out hundreds of emails. It can follow, like, let's say like a email sequence or cadence that you create where you're like, okay, I want an email to go out on this day, and then I want a follow-up email to go out on like in 2 days from the first day, and then I want this like you can literally set like a sequence. You can set up a sequence, and then you can literally set it to automation. There's a dialer within the sales engagement software, so when you're making cold calls and you're reaching out to these businesses, you don't have to use your own phone. Like, you're not using your phone. You're using the dialer within the sales engagement software. So basically, long story short, you are engaging with these people, trying to reach out to these businesses to see if they're interested, if they would be interested in, like using your product or your company's technology, I should say. And so once you get some people, of course you're gonna get a lot of no's. You're gonna get a lot of people who are like, oh, that's great, but maybe it's not the right timing or whatever. But once you get, some people who are like, yeah, like that does seem, like it'd be beneficial. And I want to hear more about that. So what happens is you end up setting up a meeting to run a discovery call. And so what a discovery call is exactly, it's in the word discovery, like discover. You want to discover if they are a good fit as well. Like, it's because this is B2B sales, and in B2B sales, which is business to business sales, fit as well. Like, it's because this is B2B sales, and in B2B sales, which is business to business sales, it's not like B2C sales, which is what we're more so familiar with, where you're like, okay, you as an individual, you walk into an establishment or into a business, and it's like, okay, I want to buy this. So they sell it to you. Like, there's no questions asked. Whether or not you can afford the product, whether or not you need the product, none of that matters in B2C sales. But in B2B sales, business to business sales, so businesses selling their product or their technology to other businesses, it's more, it's more important. It's more, we take it more serious. So it's like, we want to run a discovery call to make sure, like, does this company have budget, to be able to afford our product? Because now, it's like contracts are involved now. Like, they're going to be using it for a longer period of time. Like, you want them to continue to use your company's technology over the years. So you want to make sure, do they really need this? Is this a good fit based on what their plans are for their business? So you want to find out that information on a discovery call, which will be usually on Zoom. And then once you run the discovery call, to see, do they have budget? Is it the right timing? Do they really need the product? And that's called BANT qualification, which you'll learn if you go into course careers. and I don't even think I mentioned that in this live yet. For all the people who are new and watching this for the first time, how I broke into the tech industry was through Course Careers. So the link is in my bio. The link in my bio is my link tree, but if you click on my link tree, which is the link in my bio, the very first link, I believe, is the Course Careers link. And so Course Careers offers like a variety of courses that you could take. I'm explaining tech sales. That's what I've been talking about in this video. Tech sales is one job within the tech industry, but there's a variety of jobs within the tech industry. So you don't have to do what I did. You could do any job within the tech industry. But yeah, like I said, if you go to Course Careers, the link in my bio, you click on courses, you'll see the different courses that they offer, and then you can, check those out, see if you think they're a good fit for you. And, yeah, they have a free introduction course as well for each course, so you can, go through the little video series to see if you like it before you pay anything, to see like, yeah, like this seems like a good fit. This is like a career that I want to get into. And again, I chose technology sales. But anyways, that was a sidebar. Oh, and my link gives you $50 off of any course that you choose. So yeah, if you click the link in my bio and you end up going through with, starting one of the courses, it doesn't have to be what I did. It doesn't have to be the technology sales course. Like, you'll still get $50 off of the course, of any course you choose. But to get back on track, so once you run a discovery call, and somebody said you aren't driving, right? I hope not, because I have not been looking up, and neither one of my hands are on the wheel. I'm not driving, you guys. My hand is holding my phone, and this hand is holding the mic. I'm in the car with my sister. I went with her to work today, so I was like working from at her job, but like just in a different part of the building. So but yeah, I'm not driving. Y'all could relax. But yeah, so once you run a discovery call, and if the person, if they're a good fit, and they're just like, yeah, like, okay, they got budget, it's the right timing, it seems like they really need the product, it's a good fit, that is when you want to book them. You want to book a meeting with your account executive. So the account executive, they are the ones who do like the demos. They're the ones who hop on a Zoom call with whoever you were just talking to. And they will like share their screen and like demonstrate the product, do like a little presentation, answer their questions, and basically that's when you are passing the baton and you are done. You dust your hands off and you're done. I mean, you can keep track, you can hop on the demo with the prospect and your account executive, but you're basically done, because the account executive then picks it up at that point, and they, like I said, they do the demo, they negotiate like the contracts and the, they write the proposal, and they do all that, and they ultimately close the deal, if it gets there. And if the deal closes and you are the one who sourced that client, right, you get commission off of that. I think somebody wrote in here saying commission. But you get commission off of that. But this job is not commission based. You have a base pay. So you are on salary. I would not be doing this job if I was not on salary. Like, I wouldn't even be looking at this job, working in tech sales as a business development representative. Yeah, like I wouldn't do it. So you have a base pay, you're on salary, but it's also on top of your base pay, you are getting commission, but also OTE, which stands for on target earnings, which is basically quota. So whatever percentage of your quota that you hit, and you know how I was saying, like, oh, once you, research a company, you reach out to the company via email, cold call, and then you have to book a meeting with the account executive. That's where quota comes in. Like, your quota is based on how many bookings you get. So, and every company is different. So you might work for a company where it's like, okay, you have to book 10 meetings with your account executive a month, or maybe you have to book 20 meetings with your account executive a month. So it's like every company is different, but that is where your quota comes in. So if you are supposed to book 10 meetings with your account executive and you book 10 meetings, you hit 100% of quota, you get 100% of your OTE. So you get like 3 checks in a month, like 2 salary checks that come in just for having the job, and then OTE and commission. Commission is if like a deal closes, or if you exceed quota. And even if you don't hit quota, because I used to think this at first and I was like just wrong, but you don't have to hit quota. It's not like you have to hit quota to get paid. Like whatever percentage of your quota that you hit, if you get 5 bookings out of 10, you get paid half of your quota check. But none of that means anything towards your base pay, like your salary. Those checks are coming in regardless. Those checks don't change. You know what I mean? So you're getting that regardless. But yeah, so let me see. That's basically it. That's the job, to be honest. Like it's really that simple. And so let me see if y'all said anything. Somebody said, is that what you teach? Budgets? Do I teach budgets? No. I just help people to break into the tech industry. More specifically, my voice all bouncing from the car. More specifically, tech sales, because that's, I can only speak from experience with tech sales. And so Course Careers, like I said earlier, if you go to the link in my bio, Course Careers offers the technology sales course. And yeah, if you, they have, like I said, they have a free introduction course if you want more course. And yeah, if you, they have, like I said, they have a free introduction course if you want more information, or go to my, it would be the fact that, for one, I came from the mental health field and didn't know anything about tech, but because I went through Course Careers and they prepare you and get your resume linked and all set up, it's like, okay, I was able to land my first position ever, and got an offer for 75. Resume linked and all set up, it's like, okay, I was able to land my first position ever, and got an offer for 75. Land a position to get an offer for 75,000. And a friend of mine, and I say this all the time, I like to give these 2 different examples, because I got an offer for 75. A friend of mine got an offer for like 85, and then another friend of mine got an offer for like, I think it was like $55,000 or $60,000 a year. So the average starting salary, no degree, no previous experience, as long as you get certified through Course Careers, like the average starting salary is like $60K. And so, give or take. And I think that's why I give those 2 examples of both of my friends, because I think it gives like an accurate range. Like I got 75, another friend got 85, another friend got like 55. So every company is different. So it really just depends on who you want to, what company you want to work for. You can negotiate your salary or try to interview around the same time. So if one company says, oh, we want to hire you and offer you 60, and then another company's like, oh, we want to offer you 70. If you interviewed around the same time, you could make your decision based off of that. And sometimes it's not even all about the money. Sometimes you might be like, it's $5,000 less, but I like this product better. This actually is more interesting. And so you actually might go with that, everybody's different. Somebody said, how long did it take you to land a job after Course Careers? I say this all the time because it's like my story is a little different compared to other people. But after I finished the course, I was in Texas, because I'm from Southern California, but I was in Texas on vacation. So after I finished the course, I chilled for like 3 months. Like I started the course in June 2nd, finished the course July 6th. So that's June, July, August, September, October. I didn't do nothing for 3 months. I wasn't applying to jobs on LinkedIn. I wasn't trying to interview, because I didn't want to get hired yet, because I was like, if I do interviews and reach out and do all, like I'm gonna get hired, and then it's like I'm on vacation. Like I'm not trying to get hired yet. So I didn't even try for 3 months. But what I was doing in the meantime, though, during that time frame, during that 3 months, I was just kind of going through the course material. I'd play, the course videos, and, while I'm like taking a shower, or I'm laying in bed at night, or, I was like practicing for interviewing and stuff like that, making sure I really knew the material and all of that, like talking to myself in the mirror or like recording myself on my cell phone, and just, making sure I just knew the material. Knew what I was talking about, because I was like, I'm about to break into a new industry. I was like, I was having anxiety. It was a mess. But yeah, I was like, I want to know what I'm talking about. I want to be confident when I, eventually interview. Like, so I really like utilized the time well. So I wasn't just doing nothing for 3 months. But yeah, so anyways, to get to the point and answer your question, once October came, and this is all last year, once October came, that's when I started interviewing, or, doing job applications and stuff on LinkedIn. And then that's when I did 2 different interviews, and I did not get the job. And then with this other company, same thing, did an interview, and then they moved me to the second round of interviewing. Interviewed again in the second round. They moved me to the third round of interviewing, and then the third round was the final round. And then I had to wait a few days, and then they gave me a phone call. They called me, and they were just like, after interviewing with you, like, everybody likes you, and we think that you'd be a great fit, yada yada. And they were just like, we want to offer you the position, and we're going to send you an offer letter. We're going to email you the offer letter. And it was up for me to accept or decline. And they said for $75,000 a year. And I was mind blown, because I was like, this is really happening. Like, it was a crazy moment for me, because I was like, I don't know, it was just different. I was like, I think anybody would feel that way if they're starting something new, and it's just like, it's like I put in the work and I did it, but when I actually got hired, I think I was more in shock than I thought I'd be, I guess. But it was still like, I needed a job, and I was really trying to go down this new path and break into tech. And so I was super excited. I still have that video when I first recorded me telling social media that I got the job. You could find it somewhere on my Instagram or YouTube, or I don't know if it'd be on TikTok, but yeah. So to answer your question, it was about, if I take away the 3 months of me not doing anything, I would say when I finished the course in July, I think it probably would have been like another month and some change, probably. But yeah, somebody said, how is UI UX going? That's on pause. People keep on asking me that, and I feel bad, because, I started the course, I paid for the course, and just so you guys know, UI UX design is another course that Course Careers does offer, link in my bio. But yeah, it's not tech sales. So I got a job in tech sales. I broke into the tech industry through tech sales. But then I decided, I was like, more recently, like a couple months ago, I was like, I think I want to try something different. Something that's like, because tech sales, like I said, you're selling your company's technology to other businesses. But UI UX design, you're not selling anything. You're designing like the layout and the typography, and kind of like what an app or website looks like, your company's app and website. And so you're basically making it beautiful but also easy to navigate. Like, you're designing it, and there's a lot that goes into it. That's just like a basic definition. But I was like, that seems more exciting, you know what I mean, like something better than just sales. So I started the course. I paid for it, I started it, and I got a little less than halfway, and then I decided to put that on pause, just because, I don't know, I'm really trying to, and I said this the other day on live, I'm trying to like focus on my brand, and I enjoy like helping people break into the tech industry, and a lot of my energy and my time is going into that. And so I have a lot in the works right now. So, y'all just gotta bear with me, because I feel like I came on here and was like, I think I'm gonna stop tech sales and I'm gonna get into UI UX design, and I started the course, and and then people been like all excited, and they're like, we're waiting on the content to see how that's going, and then it's like, it's on pause. So I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, my journey's my journey, and I feel like this is just the real. You think you want to do something, and it's not that I don't want to do it anymore, but it's like, I feel like y'all are just for real seeing the raw journey, because I don't know if I'm going to still do UI UX, or if I'm going to just stick to, focusing on my brand, and like focusing on, like doing speaking engagements and helping people to start these high paying careers and break into tech. Like, I enjoy doing this, so I'm taking it day by day. But yeah, that is on pause. So if anybody has been wondering, yes, that is on pause. Let me see. Somebody said, do you enjoy working in tech sales? It's one of those things where I feel like the benefits are that's what makes it enjoyable. And there's this phrase or this saying that says, like, choose your hard. And I literally think about that phrase all the time, because everything is hard. It's like being broke is hard, being rich is hard. More money, more problems. It's like having rent is hard. Not having rent is hard. Like if you're living on the street, you know what I mean? Or living with other people. Like, it's like going to school is hard. Working a job is hard. Like getting a degree can be hard. It comes with its own problems. Or a car note, having a car is hard. Not having a car is hard. So it's like you want to choose your hard. And for me, I'm like, I have to work a job. We have to work. You know what I mean? We got to work somewhere. So it's like, when I think about working in tech, I'm like, working this job, tech sales, it's like, it has its challenges, the pressure to hit quota, and, it might not be the funnest job. I'm not excited to do research and like, oh, I'm prospecting and I'm making these calls, but it's like, it's a job. I got to just buckle down and I just got to do it, because if I'm not doing this, I'm going to be working back in the mental health field, Amazon warehouse, work at Best Buy, there's so many jobs out there. It's like, you got to work, you got to make money. So to me, I'd rather choose this hard, where I'm like, because of the benefits it comes with. It's like, I get to work fully remote. I get to work from home. As long as I got my laptop and Wi-Fi, I could work from my sister's house. I could work from Hawaii. I could travel to another state. Like, I could work from the beach, from the pool side. I could put my feet in the jacuzzi and work. It's like, you got unlimited PTO. And as long as, you can for real have paid time off whenever you want, as long as you're working efficiently and effectively, and, you're performing well, hitting quota, like, your manager does not care. What else? The entry level position, starting at an average of $60,000 a year. Like I said, my first offer was for $75,000 entry level. So and it's easy to move up. When I mentioned earlier, like, oh, you're booking your meetings for the account executive, like, you could become an account executive. They're making way more money than a business development representative, a BDR or SDR. It's like, the fact that I could be making $100,000 a year, $120,000 a year, $150,000 a year. Like, there's so much opportunity here where it's like, do I enjoy it? It's a job. I'm not going to be fake with you guys and be like, oh my God, you guys are going to love it. It is so fun. Yeah, you might have more fun, I don't know, working somewhere where maybe your friends work there at some office. You guys all work at the same place, or, I don't know, maybe a childcare, or I don't know. And that matters too, like, I have a goal, I have a plan of what I want to do that requires me to choose this career path. But there's some people that are like, I genuinely love kids. Like, I don't care about working from home or the money. Like, I want to do my passion, my calling. It's like, that matters too. Like, if that's what you want to do for you, I would say to pick that path. You know, like everybody's different. It's really a matter of like picking what aligns with what it is that you want to do. So yeah, that answered that question. I am gonna be hopping off in a second. Let me see. Let me try to answer like maybe these last two. Was it easy meeting quotas in tech sales? I wouldn't say easy. It's not easy. It's a grind. You gotta work. You gotta work. It's not easy. But it's doable. It's very doable. But yeah, what is your technical specializations? I don't even know what that means. What is YOE and technical specializations? Well, as far as technical specializations, what I did in course careers, honestly, just getting the education in course careers. I'm at my destination, you guys. But yeah, okay, I'll probably like a couple minutes, but yeah, I have no technical background, nothing like that. Like I said, I came from clinical psychology, being in the mental health field, so I didn't know anything about tech, nothing like that. So me taking the course, oh, years of experience, all these acronyms. Let me get this seatbelt. Last October, last year, October 2022. So I've been working in tech. It's been a year, like that I've even known what tech was. But I mean, I did course careers last summer, so last June. So it's been like a year and a half, about to be going on a year and a half. But yeah, so again, no technical support, or technical experience. But me taking the technology sales course through course careers, yeah, taught me everything that I needed to know, and I didn't know anything. So that's just like a testament to course careers and the way that the course is laid out. Somebody said I've been in tech for 15 years. What type of tech sales are you doing? What type of tech sales? Business development representative, sales development representative. So yeah, a BDR, SDR. But okay, I unfortunately gotta hop off because I gotta go inside and handle some things. But I did want to hop on here and get this live done. I enjoy coming on here. I just was really hoping I could make time for it and fit it into my schedule today. So I'm really glad that I was able to get on here and that you guys showed up. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. You're welcome. I enjoy sharing because every time I hop on here, I end up connecting with somebody afterwards in my YouTube comments or in my TikTok DMs, or I get new friends on Instagram. So follow me, you guys. My Instagram and YouTube is in my bio here on TikTok. Connect with me. I do respond. If not here on live, shoot me a voice memo or just a message. Like I do respond, even in my DMs. It just might take a minute. And if you ever need any kind of like coaching or some advice or anything like that, and you want it more one-on-one, I do offer consultations. That link is in my bio as well. Yeah, where we can kind of like chop it up on Zoom. And yeah, you'll have my like undivided attention. But if not, then the plan is to be on here every single day at 6 or 5 at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, and whatever that is Eastern. What is that? 8. But anyways, yeah. So I appreciate you guys. I enjoy connecting with you guys, and I will see y'all on the flip. Well, tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And if you do have any questions that you want me to maybe answer in my live tomorrow, you can always shoot me a DM with a question. I'll be trying to check those before I hop on live, just in case y'all did send me some kind of question. And then also, I do post my lives on my YouTube channel, like the full live. So this whole live right now will be uploaded on my YouTube channel probably tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, I do post the replays. So yeah, you never have to worry about missing one. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. I will talk to you guys and see y'all tomorrow.